and welcome to our Masterclass. This is where you get the opportunity to spend a full day with someone that is an expert in their field. So I now want to introduce you officially to Callum. So he's a partner at a company called Unity Group. He's been in business himself for more than 20 years, and over that period of time, he has bought and sold more than 40 different companies. So without any further ado, can you please help me in giving a huge round of applause and actually be upstanding and show our appreciation for flying all the way from Singapore to be here. Please welcome Callum Lang.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Cool venue is this.
It's so cool. I think I would have done a lot better at university if I had cooler venues like this. Who here is an entrepreneur, small business owner? Very good. Who here is an investor? Okay, a few people in the room. Cool. We're going to cover some stuff that is tactical, especially in the early part of today. We'll look at some tactical stuff, but we're going to move more into the strategic. And the reason that I want to do that is because really it's around a mindset shift. It's, as Dale mentioned, it's looking at business in a different way. And try and think of yourself as an investor in your own business. Because it's a very different way of looking at opportunities. I missed so many opportunities because I couldn't see the bigger game. And when you start to realize there's a bigger game being played, you ask different questions. And when you ask different questions, you get different answers. So we're going to look at partnerships. If you think about the partnerships you've done, almost all of them will fail or have failed. Understanding that is key to making them successful. Has anyone seen this before, the entrepreneur journey? I found this diagram really interesting because oftentimes as entrepreneurs we think our journey is very unique. And actually what you find out is that it's a very predictable journey that we go through. Everything starts at startup. Startup is fun and it's exciting and you've got a world of opportunity and potential in front of you. So 70% of all businesses in the world sit in what we call the struggle zone. So they're less than $500,000 in revenue and they're typically less than 4 full-time employees. Now the struggle zone is a very frustrating place to be because you can survive in the struggle zone. Now if you can get out of that, you get into what we call a lifestyle business. And typically, especially if you're well known in your industry, if you've got some experience, a lifestyle business can be a very attractive place to be, and it has a very specific design. It's typically 8 to 12 staff members is kind of a typical lifestyle business. If you go beyond that, you get into another struggle zone. The struggle zone is really tough. To go from that lifestyle business to a high performance business, typically your business model is going to have to change at least once, maybe twice to get across that. If you can get through that, typically life gets a lot easier again. If you look at successful serial entrepreneurs, they tend to avoid the red bits. Most of them will start with a team on day one because they just know it's too hard to do this stuff yourself. Basically, anything that you feel is lacking in your business today, there's somebody else out there with an excess of that. So if you need money, there's never been more money on the planet than there is today. And this idea is both very empowering, but also really frustrating. If there is all this money out there and all this talent out there and all these great clients out there, then the fact that I didn't have them was even more depressing than when I thought they didn't exist in the first place. The key part to sort of think about, and this is what sort of evolved my lessons around partnership, is understanding that people have these resources. And your job is to make yourself attractive enough that they want to partner with you and they see value in you so that they'll swap their resources for the value that you create. So part of this is this idea that we're moving from a period of competition to collaboration. I took this approach which I call progressive partnerships, and the idea behind progressive partnerships is you partner with as many other people as you can until you create so much value that your target has more risk from not being involved with you than being involved with you. The concept of progressive partnerships is creating value out of something that other people don't necessarily see value in until you become big enough that you become very valuable, that you can't get people engaged unless you can present a vision of the future that they want to be a part of. This should be stuff that you can apply very quickly in your business. There are literally everything that you need is in this room.